Research shows practicing religion has been on the decline in America for the past couple of decades. Local 5's Connor O'Neill spoke with experts on the topic about who's driving this trend. Connor.
Hey, good evening, Stephanie. A recent Pew Research study reports more than a quarter of U.S. adults are religiously unaffiliated. And what's driving this number? Younger generations like millennials, Gen Z, and Gen Alpha. A new Pew Research study reports 28% of U.S. adults as religiously unaffiliated, and in fact, this number has been rising since the 2000s.
These are people that they tend to be younger, more educated, and they tend to be more urban.
There are a few reasons suggesting the reasoning behind this trend.
Younger Gen Zs are following the faith of their parents. When they leave the household, that's when they go off to college, they go off and get their job, and they kind of just stop.
There are more younger individuals growing up in non-religious households, and also some have criticisms toward religious institutions.
Entering an established religious community can be very difficult.
E2 believes this to be true because he said some Gen Z and millennials don't want to adhere to institutions' desire to mix religion and politics.
There could be contradictions for a variety of reasons between what they have grown to believe and identify with and something that the church is expecting them to identify with.
So how can institutions get religiously unaffiliated younger generations to return or practice religion as a whole?
It's a big question of institutional trust, and this has been declining for, again, a couple of decades.
If communities were more willing to be adaptive rather than rigid, then I think they could engage more and more of diverse populations, including younger.
Professor Crowell mentioned the COVID-19 pandemic still affects attendance at religious institutions, as some have not returned to their place of worship, but overall, the number of U.S. adults identifying as religiously unaffiliated has been on the rise.